Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I hope all of you had as good of a weekend as I did. I spent a lot of time outside. You couldn't hardly keep me indoors Saturday and Sunday. It was a beautiful day here. The heat is coming. I believe today is the first day we're in the 90s. We may have been 90 yesterday. And yeah, I'm just staying cool with the watermelon juice. Anyhow, today I want to share my top tip for a healthy raw food diet. Healthy raw food diet. Not all raw food diets are created equal. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button. Then be sure you click on that little bell and click notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. And before I get started, let me take care of a little bit of business here. Just wanted to share with you. I've got a few different books on Amazon right now, and this is for all you people that are constantly, can you relate? You've got all these little scraps of paper around and a recipe written in this notebook and a recipe written here, a recipe online. Well, here's a place to keep them all in there, my raw vegan recipes. Now for people, I'm going to have some different covers coming out later. I'm going to have some that are not just necessarily raw, that are a little bit more for cooked. But for right now, I'll drop a link below for this one. And it's just real simple. Simple, simple, simple. I got a table of contents, simple table of contents. And then it's set up to where you can just write down your recipes. I've got to say, it tells you got a place for the name of the recipe, from the kitchen of, who it's from, the ingredients, the directions, and some notes under there. So y'all help a brother out and go get one or two of these. All right, my top tip for a healthy raw food diet. I'm all on the diversity thing these days, which is actually, like I say, I'm always learning. I'm always adjusting. I'm always realizing things that I might not be doing, or the things that I'm not doing the best at doing. I go through periods, I go through periods. I've gone through periods where my diet is it just includes like 4 or 5 different things. And at times I've even kind of been enchanted by that and talked about that. Like, I can live on these 4 or 5 different things. Well, yeah, I can live on these 4 or 5 different things, but I'm just really more and more as I watch, and I continuously watch videos on this fiber fueled good stuff. Fiber fueled also too, Colon Health. Colon Health is a book that I have on my my iPad. Been around for a long time, Dr. Walker, but I'm just really learning more and more and more and more about how it's really all about the gut, healing the gut, making the gut strong. And one of the best ways to do that is through diversity. And let's make this stuff fun instead of constantly being, okay, put this in and what does this do? And going into some geeky, well, it does this and this and this. Don't worry so much about that. Just focus on putting good nutrition in your body all the time and make kind of a game out of it. Now, let's see. Just today, I had half of my salad. Sometimes I make my salads so big that I eat them in 2 parts, and I'll come back this afternoon. But so far today, I have had watermelon juice for breakfast. Let's see. What did I have after that? Not really any colors, a variety of colors. That's what we're talking about here, getting as much color in your diet. Had some banana and ice cream. That's kind of really, once you've blended it, it's kind of white. Let's see. With my salad, I had lettuce, so we got a little bit of green. We got broccoli, a darker green. We've got purple cabbage. I've got purple onion, and I had carrot. And I'm all out of all my stuff now. A lot of people, every time, just so I'll refer to this, because every time I talk about putting raw cabbage, putting raw broccoli, putting some of these things on my salad, they're like, how do you digest? How do you digest? I did a video on that a little while back talking about that. But basically, I chop my stuff up in my food processor. I chop it up. It's easier to digest like that. I don't have a problem with it. It's nice when it's chopped up to just put a little bit of all of it on my salad. Now, what some of you might want to try, if people have talked about before, if I eat raw broccoli, I get bloating. If I eat raw cabbage, I get bloating. You can build up little by little. Maybe let's say, for instance, you did some purple cabbage or some broccoli, and you chopped it up to where it's easier for you to digest. Okay, if you have a problem digesting it, go little by little. No need to have pain and difficulty. put a tablespoon or two in there. See how that goes. If that goes okay, the next time put a little bit more, and you can build up like that, and you build up that gut biome by doing things like that, by adding more diversity to your diet. And we're in the summer now, so there's just, different places of the country, different places of the world. But I think you can always like get a bunch of different colors. I was just thinking this morning when I was thinking about doing this video, I'm like, what are some other things that I can get in there? Got kind of excited about it, and I'm like, how about beets? I love beets. I steam beets. I don't really eat big chunks of beets, although I could. But I'm like, I like that texture. I like that kind of rough chop texture. So I'm like, next trip to Walmart, if the beets are big enough, go get some beets. We'll have cantaloupe coming in soon. Greens, kale, spinach. That's another thing too. I was listening to somebody talk, can't remember exactly who, talking about kale. I like to chop some of these things up. Like I think like kale, I forgot how they were talking about it. It made a little bit of sense. Like, kale's really tough for people that just to chew it up and digest it. That's why I get most of my kale in my smoothies. And I will probably have a smoothie later this afternoon. And I like to pack it so heavy with kale and just chop it enough to where it's actually like I can chew that smoothie, so there's a little bit of texture to it. So you can use little tips and tricks like that if you have a problem with bloating, or if you have a problem digesting certain things like that. Maybe make it a game. Don't get all uber serious about it, like, oh my god, I didn't get enough in today. Just try. Like, start one day. Just eat like you're normally eating on your raw food diet right now, and at the end of the day, add up your colors. See how many colors you've got. And then the next day, make an effort. Make it like a game. See how many different colors you can eat. It's easy to get them in if you just like do a little planning and prep in advance. And that's why this afternoon, I'm going down to the park for a little bit after this video, but that's why this afternoon I'll prep I'll chop a bunch of that stuff. I've got some broccoli in the fridge. I've got some carrots in the fridge. I've got purple onion. I basically got it all because I bought some stuff yesterday. So I'll chop it all up. And I encourage you to do it like that too. Listen, make it easy on yourself. The less friction to get to something, the less things you have to go through to get to something, it's there. The number one step is having good stuff in your house. A next step, chop that stuff, have it ready. So as soon as you make your salad, you're not like, well, I don't know, I don't have time, or I want to make it quick. Just put it on there. Prep. And some people need more prep than others. And quite frankly, after doing this channel for a while, sometimes I get a little annoyed with people that I don't feel like are taking, anything and doing it for themselves. In other words, like, I think there's just a lot of people waiting for that one magic video or that one magic book out there, that one magic thing that's just going to make it easy. It's all going to click, whatever. It's about doing these little things, a little bit here, a little bit there. But that is something that I've referred to a number of times, and I can't stress enough. If it's available, you'll tend to eat it more. If you've got to keep fruit chopped up, I'll definitely always keep fruit in the house. But if you got to keep it chopped up, ready to go, do like me. You can make watermelon juice in the morning, keep it in the fridge. You got something nice to refresh yourself in the afternoon. But there's really no excuse, especially this time of year, not to get a plethora of colors in your diet. And like I say, if you just focus on that, you don't even have to get in, like I say, the deep. A lot of times I delete information in my brain. I'll get reading a lot of this stuff. I can't retain it. I can't sit here and go, okay, the reason when you have the broccoli, it does this and produces this in your stomach, blah, blah. I can't do that. I read it at the time. I understand it. I check what other people say about it. It makes sense to me. Boom. I don't need to store that knowledge there. Well, let's just be real. I drank away so many brain cells, I can't store that knowledge there. So that's why I do like to keep this whole raw food diet thing simple. So just work on getting more colors in there. If nothing else, just like the basics. Fruit, greens, a lot of diversity. Keep your fat low to moderate. You know, keep like make it whole foods. Leave the processed out. Bing, bang, boom, step by step. If you just do a little bit more every day, you'll get there. You'll be healthier. But to finish up, it actually, if you're eating all these different diverse things, it's just really so good for the gut. I mean, I want you to at least, if you're not going to buy the book, which I'm not. I'm about, like I say, I'm about to make a move here pretty soon. I'm not going to buy the book, but buy the book Fiber Fueled, or either watch a few videos. He's got, I mean, everybody's interviewed him. Everybody's interviewed him on YouTube. You can, if you search Fiber Fueled and then his name pops up, search it on YouTube. Like probably, I don't know how many different interviews will pop up, and watch different ones, because sometimes they'll bring up something different or he'll say something different, but all starts in the gut. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Peace.